Hi Group 1, welcome back to the Avana Arcana, where I provide intuitive messages to help you water the garden of your own life and blossom into the best you possible. And so today we are tapping in to the question of how are you being called to fill your own cup at this time? Okay, how are you being called to fill your own cup at this time? And so I went ahead and I shuffled and I pulled your cards, and I'm going to show you what has come out for you, okay? All right, so as you're at the root of your reading, with the foundation of your reading, you have Queen Ya Asantoa, Level Up, card number 39. Okay. And then for your tarot, you have Death, the Moon, Daughter of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. And let me just show you what came out on the bottom of the deck, okay? So on the bottom of this deck here, you got feeling safe, Tituba, and the Seven of Swords. And then this card was doing something funny, and it was kind of like jutting out of the pile, and it didn't fully come out, but it kind of slid and it like stayed on my hand. So I decided to pull this one for you too, and just kind of keep it in the background as kind of like a bonus card, as like bonus information. And so this is the Nine of Cups, okay? And so what I got for your question of how you are being called to fill your own cup at this time, I'm pretty much going off of your message of level up. So what I'm seeing here is that you are being called to raise your standards. You're being called to move up, to kind of have a personal graduation of some sorts, okay, within your life and within yourself. And so I feel like either you're in kind of maybe a shadow period or a dark period, and you're coming out of that. I feel that you're coming out of that. You're definitely coming out of that. And you're being called to come into, well, not really being called, you're going through a kind of transformation that may feel a bit, it may feel a bit intense, because this energy right here to me is pretty intense. But I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I also feel like it can feel a little scary right now, because you're probably feeling like you don't have the answers and you're not exactly sure what to do or what moves to make, what direction to go in. Maybe feeling a little confused, maybe a little bit lost. And because of that, you might be kind of staying in one spot. But you're being encouraged to come out of your comfort zone, because that's where the shift will happen. That's where the level up will happen. That's where the move up and the graduation will happen. You might be feeling safe where you are because you're not sure what moves to make. But I feel strongly that you're being called to come out of this. You're being called to come out of your comfort zone, because that's where the growth will happen. If you stay where you are, things are going to stay stagnant. So in order to fill your own cup, Group 1, you are being called to take a risk. You're going to have to take, in order to have that quantum leap, you're going to have to take a leap. And anytime we take a leap, anytime we take a chance on anything, we're taking a risk. Okay? But I really feel like this risk will pay off for you. I feel like once you step out of your comfort zone and you take that leap, opportunities will start to come towards you. I also feel like you'll receive like I want to say like divine downloads of inspiration on which step to take next. But you have to move first. You got to make that move first, and then it will come to you through opportunities and through your own in your own downloads. Because I feel like where you are now is you've outgrown it, and there's not much more that it's not going to be able to sustain you where you are. You're not going to be sustained. You can't be sustained to your fullest. It's like trying to keep a potted plant in a small pot, and the roots are wanting to expand and grow and search for, gain nutrients in a larger area, in a larger plot of earth, in order to be able to grow stronger and bear more fruit or flowers, or and I feel like if you keep yourself stuck, if you keep yourself in one spot stagnant because you feel safe there and you're not sure, you're going to stay in the Five of Pentacles. And you're going to keep pointing. He says she's pointing to this lush part of the tree where all the coins are, but this gate is locked. That's how it's going to feel. It's always going to feel out of touch or out of reach, or like you never really get to accomplish it or experience the desires of your heart, because you're staying here behind this locked gate in safety. But you got to come out of here. It may feel safe, but you're setting yourself up for something pretty scary. I feel like if you stay there, you're self-sabotaging. You're going to miss out on a lot. So another thing that I'm getting is that you are being called to do some research. You're being called to for the things that you are feeling confused about, or maybe feeling a little afraid of, maybe feeling a little intimidated by. You're being called to be proactive and do some research on it. We live in the age of information. Get on Google, get on YouTube, get on anywhere, grab a book. But you have to take accountability and responsibility, and you have to seek out what you're looking for. Look it up, find the information. Keep a log of what you find. Go back to your notes. But take it seriously. If it's something that you desire, something that you want, take it seriously and do what you need to do to gain the information. And then from there, once you have the information, then you can take your next step. And once you get the information, it won't feel as overwhelming or as scary, because you'll be armed with some knowledge. Okay. I feel like a path is opening up for you, a way is opening up for you once you step out of your comfort zone, once you make a move, once you begin to be proactive. You're also being called to take it little by little. It doesn't have to be this one giant leap. It can be, you can build up momentum. You can take it, start off trotting, then running, and then you can probably leap. Okay, but little by little, the steps can be compounding. Another way to do this is by setting up daily rituals and routines for yourself, group 1. So you're being called to get into the habit of certain things. So the lifestyle or the things that you want, how would you be living right now if you were there, if you had that? Well, you have to start to embody that now. You have to start to act like her now. You have to start to do the things that she would be doing in that space now. Start to merge that vision of you that you have with the you now. Start to close the gap, and by doing things every day that helps you to mesh with her. But it may call you to maybe study something or research something, look something up, gain information, create a file of something, purchase some books on something. I'm also feeling like for some of you, this has something to do with maybe possibly like your finances, like investing, maybe looking into other streams of income that don't require much labor. Maybe like stocks, getting into, stocks or something like that. But if those type of terms and those words make you want to crawl into yourself and make you feel defeated, that's where the research is coming in. Start to research, start to look up YouTube channels where other women speak about these things, and they share their experiences. They go step by step with you and teach you how to do it. Look them up, okay? And even start to converse with some of the people in like the comment section, and ask questions, and that's what you're being called to do. Get inquisitive, get curious about what it is you want, and start to get into that lifestyle. And then from there, I feel like this is what will get you to your 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, dreams coming true. Let's see, what else am I getting? So give me 1 second. I just want to grab a look here. Okay, another thing that I'm seeing is some of you may be feeling maybe a little nervous, or maybe having a bit of anxiety because you're feeling, maybe some of you are older, like maybe some of you are like middle-aged, or you're feeling like it's too late for you, or, oh, I wish I would have started this when I was younger, whatever it is. Especially if it is something to do with investing or saving or something like that. Start now. Just start now. Even if it has to do with your body and getting your health and, your well-being and your fitness together. It's okay. That's okay. You're okay, Group 1. It's okay. You're not in the ground yet. You're not there yet. The death that you have, thank goodness, is metaphorical. You're going through a transformation. So you're still here with us. So that means you still have an opportunity to course correct and change things. Okay? So don't give up on yourself. Don't just throw it all away. You're not, dead. Old doesn't mean dead. Old is not dead. So try not to think like that. You have to be very careful of your frame of mind and how you're thinking about yourself and your life. Okay? Life is hard enough as it is at times, and we don't need to be adding to that in our internal dialogue with ourselves. Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't put yourself down. Don't woe is me. Start to get up and be proactive and figure out how you can get things started, because doing something is better than nothing. Okay, I'm just trying to see what else I'm getting here, okay? So everything in divine timing, you're okay. Just start now. Start now. Okay? Start now. Don't procrastinate. Don't hesitate. Don't put off. Don't make excuses, because that's going to get you in a trap. And then, yes, later on, you will have good reason to be full of regret and sorrow. And we don't want that. We don't want that. And that's why I have this channel and why I'm here, because I want to help to bring women to their best timelines. I want to help line you guys up, and myself included, to our best selves, to our best timeline, okay? So we're all quantum leaping together. It's not just you, it's me too. Because my life, I got things that I'm working on and all that too. So I take heed from these messages as well. And there's things I'm working on behind the scenes. And I kind of got something coming up, but I'll talk about that later that I want to share with you guys. So, yes, you're fine, Group 1, you're okay. Keep telling yourself that, all is well, all is well, all is well. And maybe have a routine every day, every morning and evening, where you sit down and just breathe. And on each inhale, you visualize all the abundance, all the prosperity, all good things. And maybe look at it as maybe a shimmering dust or something like that, and just imagine it flowing to you and just covering your body and going into your body with each inhale. Prosperity, abundance, good health, wealth, love, security, and just inhale those in. Every time you drink water, do the same thing. Speak that over your water, and then take it into your body, drink it into your body. Health, wealth, abundance. Everything you do, speak over it, pray over it, affirm over it, and tell yourself that it's going to work out for the best, for your highest good. Because you never know. You just never know. And stay in alignment. Stay in alignment. Even if you get off track and you have a little down moment, a little, rough period, that's okay. Get right back on it. Don't stay there for too long. Get right back on it and keep the alignment going and keep the momentum going. Because in order for you to receive and get to this, you got to stay in alignment. You see how she's in alignment? Her whole body is in alignment. So keep your mental in alignment. Keep your speech in alignment with what you desire. Don't speak outside of what you desire. Don't accept it. If people come around you talking negatively and talking all their woes and their... You got to find a way to pull out of that conversation and know to yourself respectfully, I hope everything goes well for them, but that is not my situation. I don't claim that. I don't claim it. And that's how you have to move. Stay in alignment, okay? And so many things will start to flood in for you. But just keep, but you also have to be proactive in what you're asking for from the universe. It's a co-creation. Don't just sit back and try to, wish it into being. And no, it takes you and the creator, okay? All right, group 1, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you gained something beneficial from it. If so, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another reading. Oh, and before you go, I just posted a couple other readings on my channel. This channel is very new, so there's only like a handful of readings, but I just posted some last week, and if you'd like to check those out, feel free. Thank you so much, group 1, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye-bye. Hi Group 2, welcome to the Avana Arcana, where I provide intuitive messages to help you water the garden of your life and blossom into the best you possible. And so today we are taking a look at how you are being called to fill your own cup at this time. Okay, and I have already went ahead and shuffled and pulled your cards, and let me now show you what has come out for you. Okay. So at the root of your reading, you have Ngame with desire. Desire. Okay. And then for your tarot cards, you have the World, the Goddess of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. And then underneath the deck you have Mbokumu with Soul Forgiveness, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so group 2. How you are being called to fill your own cup at this time is through clarity. I know that doesn't sound juicy and exciting, but just hear me out, okay? You are being called to really think about what it is you desire and why you desire it. Because in order to create, in order to manifest, in order to get to a certain goal or target, we have to know what it is we're locking in on. we have to know where to focus our energy. We have to know where to focus our attention to. So if you look here, our beautiful Ngame, she has a bow and arrow. She's using the moon as her bow, and then she has an arrow, right? She has 6 arms here. And all around her you can see planets and like cosmos and nebula, and just kind of like you can see worlds being created, like she's creating here. So I feel like there's many things that you desire and want to create, and that's a beautiful thing. And I think it's just that you need to get a little more specific. You're being called to get a little more specific, so that your focus, your target, can be a little bit more accurate. And then when it is, you'll notice a difference in your manifestations and the trajectory of your life. Because right now it may be a little vague, and so it's hard for the energies in the universe and your guides and your angels and your ancestors and even yourself to create from this space of like vagueness and being uncertain, or maybe teetering back and forth between what you want. One minute you want it, the next minute you're not sure. So I feel like I kind of want to say also, if social media is influencing a lot of what your mind frame, like if you're going back and forth, like one minute you feel like in your heart that you want something, but then maybe you see something on social media and you're like, you know what, let me just like say a relationship, for instance. Maybe you want a certain kind of relationship, or maybe you just want a relationship, and you're watching stuff on social media telling you why you should be 4B. You get what I'm saying. Like, the choice is yours, but you have to know what you want, know that you deserve it, know that you're worthy of it, know that you can have it, and your decision ain't got nothing to do with nobody else, and everybody else can mind their business about what you desire for yourself. And if this group over here wants to do this thing and they're adamant about it, and this group over here says to do this thing and they're adamant about it, that's them. But then there's you, and you've got your bow and arrow and your focus, and we all get to create the world, or the worlds that we desire. And so you have to be sure within yourself. And I think that's what the universe is calling for you right now, to kind of be honest with yourself about what you want, and get clear about what you want. Okay? I'm seeing here that it's looking like you are coming out of one space, or you're coming from one world to another also. It's like you're stepping out of something into another thing, or like leveling up in some way. I don't know if maybe some of you have recently graduated, or have some kind of like major turning point in your life happening. But you're going through a new beginning here, especially coming to your emotions and possibly your finances, your money, your career, and maybe even your health and well-being. Things are turning into a positive direction for you. Very beneficial, very auspicious time for you, Group 2. I'm also seeing that some new opportunities may come your way, or something may happen where someone comes in and helps you with something. group 2. Like offers a hand with something, or you receive some kind of leg up with something. It gives you a boost. Some of you may have children, a child or children, and they are part of your desire. So like what you're desiring could be for them as well. Something that benefits them as well. Because when mama's good, the babies are good. So I feel like some of you may have children and you want a better life for them. Okay. If not, if you don't have children, there's something to do with your inner child. Whatever it is you're desiring has something to do with your inner child. And you giving your inner child something that it has been deprived of. Something that your inner child never got to experience, or what you never got to experience as a child. Some type of emotional nourishment and material stability. And you either want to create that world for yourself now, you desire that for yourself now, and you also, or you want to create that type of world for your child or children. Group 2, you are having a kind of a rebirth. Not kind of, you are. I feel like many of you are having a rebirth. You're coming out of an old stage of life into a new life. You're giving birth to a new you. These desires that you have, it's part of the new you. You're creating a new life, a new world for yourself. You're birthing a new life, new world for yourself. And this is major. It's a big deal. It's a new and improved start to your life. Some of you there may be something that you need to forgive. I'm not sure if it has something to do with, it could be, things from your childhood that you just didn't have, or that you weren't given, that would have really benefited you, but it could be something that you need to forgive due to your own choices. And it's not anything, I don't feel like it's anything deep or major. I just feel like you were where you were at that time, and you're more mature and wiser now, and you have a better understanding of things now, and the choices that you would have made back then, you certainly wouldn't make them now. And so that shows evolution and growth. So don't be too hard on yourself. That's everyone. That's all people. We've all been there. As long as you're growing and moving forward and making progress, and you're better now than you were then, you're doing great. You know better now, so you can do better now. You need to remember that you have the God spark in you. You are an extension of the Creator. You are an extension of God's source. Okay? You are a creator. Group 2. You are a goddess. And you have the ability to create like the goddess that you are. You can create the life of your dreams. Your own little pocket universe within this universe. Okay, you can create the world, the life of your dreams. For you, or for you and your children, you can do it. It's possible. You have that within you. I'm just trying to see if I'm getting anything else here. Group 2. So yeah, group 2, you're being called to pour into yourself through clarity, through getting clear and honest about what it is you want, and then locking in, focusing in on that, and beginning to create from there. And things are just going to fall into alignment for you when you do. Once you get clear, you're going to hit your target. bullseye, dead on. I'm kind of looking here like how she has the bow and arrow, and she has a spear, and then I'm looking at this, and it's kind of looking like a bullseye. And in the center is the Ankh, which is the key to life. And you got it. You got it, group 2. You got the key. Don't be acting like you don't. You do. I feel like you have everything within you. I feel like you're very powerful, group 2. I feel like you're very powerful. And I feel like there is a feminine strength that you have. I don't know why, I just get that feeling. Okay, group 2, I think that is all that I'm getting. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you received something beneficial from it. If so, please give me a thumbs up. I am a new channel. I have posted some videos last week. I only have a handful of videos on my channel, so feel free to go to my channel and check them out. I think one of the latest ones that I did was, give me 1 second, I can tell you what it was. I did a video titled, "What Divine Feminine Power Are You Being Called to Embody?" I did a video, "What Would Enhance Your Physical Beauty and Attraction at This Time?" And then I recently did one over the weekend that was, "What Can You Expect If You Lock In?" So feel free to head to the channel and check those out. And I will see you in another reading. Take care, group 2. Hi, group 3. Welcome to the Avana Arcana, where I provide intuitive messages to help you water the garden of your life and blossom into the best you possible. And so for today, we are taking a look at how are you being called to water or fill your own cup at this time? How are you being called to fill your own cup at this time? And I have went ahead and shuffled and pulled your cards, and I will now show you what has come out for you, okay? And so for the root of your reading, you have Mame Kumba Bang, speak up. Speak up, okay? And then for your tarot cards, you have Temperance, the Hanged Man, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Son of Wands. On the bottom of the deck, you have a Tete with Worthiness, and the Three of Wands. Group 3. I feel like there's different messages here for different people. Okay, so first, some of you are in a relationship where you need to speak up. Your throat chakra is a little closed down maybe, but you need to open your mouth. I don't know if you need to open your mouth and ask for what you want or say what you require, but closed mouths don't get fed. Sometimes people aren't mind readers. Your partner may not know or have an idea. And if it's not that, if they're just kind of, just are not attentive or just don't seem to pick up on things, you have to say something regarding whatever this may be. But you're being called to speak up. How you're being called to fill your cup at this time is by speaking up, by saying what needs to be said, saying what you need to say, saying what you want to say, saying what you have on your chest, getting it off your chest. I don't know if some of you have maybe other people involved who may be like opposing or resisting certain things. So what? Say it anyway. Say what you need to say anyway. For some of you, your ancestors and your angels and your guides are actually rallying behind you to speak up. Okay, so you can lean on them. They're there with you. They're giving you the courage and the strength. They're propping you up on either side. And they are also behind you in this. Okay. Another thing that I'm getting for those of you who this has something to do with a relationship and speaking up within a relationship, some of you, there are children watching you. There are children watching you and listening to you, and or they're like little sponges. They can see you, and they're not stupid. Okay. They may not have all the details, but they can feel. They can feel the energy and the vibe of whatever is going on. And you're setting an example. Some of you, I'm getting the feeling that it's, you have daughters. You have daughters, and they're learning from you how to deal with their partners. So just be mindful of that. If you're letting someone speak to you any old kind of way, or if you're letting someone use you as your doormat, if you're you gotta speak up, girl. That's what I'm getting. Pop the cork out the bottle and let it come out. Something here has a lot to do with emotions. There's water flowing here in this card. She has 2 cups flowing between each, and I'm getting something about communication. I don't know if it has something to do with a phone call maybe or something, but communication needs to be had, and it has a lot to do with like emotions. There's also cups here, there's cups here, and there's cups in this card on the bottom of the deck. But something, you've been holding on to something, and it needs to be released. When you speak up, I feel like this is going to shift somebody's perspective, either yours or the other person or other people. Somebody or you or whoever is going to see something from a different perspective, or maybe you can offer a different perspective when you speak up. Something that people may have not been taking into account. They may see a different point of view when you speak up, and this may help to heal things. You don't have to be spicy. You don't have to be sassy. You can actually, group 3, I feel like you may also have a way with words, okay? So you don't have to tussle with people. I'm not seeing that here at all, actually. I'm not seeing like too much of a tussling going on. I actually feel like something is very healing here. And don't get too focused on a certain outcome, because whether or not this leads to greater union or you having to take your leave, either way, it's a good thing. Okay? But yes, some of you are being called to pour into yourself or to fill your cup by speaking up. By speaking up, there's going to be an abundance or an overflow of like emotional healing or something flowing into your life. Be wise with your communication. It's an alchemy. There's magic. There's magic there when you speak. Use the right words, the right tone, to get your point across. Be patient in your speech, but be straightforward. Say what you mean. Don't don't just sugarcoat, okay? I feel like something that you have to say, some type of discussion needs to be had, and I feel like something about it is very, will be very healing between you and another person. And I feel like after that, there will be a momentum with things within the relationship, a healthy momentum with things. It'll also open up the energy within the relationship, and good things will flow back from that. Okay, for others of you, I am getting that you're being called to fill your own cup by using the gift of your throat chakra. You have a power or an ability or a gift or a talent of speaking things into existence. You have a way with word alchemy or something where you can create beautiful things in your life. You can manifest beautiful things in your life, which will lead to happier times for you. But you're being called to speak it out over your life. You also need to know, everyone here needs to know in this group, that you have a right to something. There's something that you desire, something that you want, or maybe you're not even aware of it, but there's something here that you have a right to. You are worthy, you are worth whatever this thing is. When you open your mouth and speak and affirm or say what you need to say, it is going to bring about liberation, freedom from something, or liberation and freedom within you. It's going to help to shift your energy in some way, and it's going to shift the energy in your environment as well. I feel like maybe some of you have been taking hits from other people in terms of like things people say. I don't know if for some of you people have been talking trash about you or whatever, and you've been taking them hits quietly, but you're clearly being called to stop doing that and to speak up and say something. Stand up for yourself is what I'm getting. Stand up for yourself. That is a form of self-love. When we talk about filling our own cup and pouring into ourselves, that's just a question of, how can I love myself? How can I show myself love? Well, this is how. Stop letting people speak negativity and darkness and like ignorant statements or whatever over you. Stop letting other people verbally dictate the narrative of what's going on with you, and speak up and make things clear. I feel like it's some of you where, for some of you, you're going to have to let somebody know something. Okay, like I said, you don't have to get, rowdy, but you do need to stand strong and stand firm and speak with sternness and clarity. Because maybe it's other people interfering in your relationship. Whether it's just, talking trash or whatever, when they maybe they need to mind their business or something. But maybe some folks that just need to stay out of your relationship and go focus on something else. And maybe you need to speak up about that. Or whatever it is. But you need to speak up. Okay, just give me 1 second. So I want to, group 3, I want to read you 2 messages here. I don't usually do this, but I feel like I want to do this for you. So it says, speak up, speak out, speak on it. You have a right to be heard. You are betraying yourself by not speaking up. Your words have power. Own your voice. As the old saying goes, stand up for something or fall for anything. Being neutral is not an option. When you stand firmly in your truth, you have thoughts, opinions, beliefs, and convictions. What do you stand for? Tell someone today. And the Goddess Declaration says, I reclaim my voice. I speak out and speak up. And that's for this card here. Okay, that was the message for this card. And then there's one other message that I want to read you that I'm just feeling called. I feel like you need to hear it. It says, Great Goddess Atete, Queen of the Gods, is a fierce protector of women and girls for the Oromo people of Ethiopia. It says, stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. You matter. Worthiness is in your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. And most importantly, we need you. You are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts of you that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you or others dislike are worth loving too. Your Creator loves you unconditionally. And the Goddess Declaration is, I matter. I just felt like somebody needed to hear that. Okay. Let me see what else I'm getting here. Some of you may want to fill your own cup by taking a little time to go out into nature and go be near bodies of water if you can, if you have access to that. A river, a stream, or something. If you live near the ocean, even better. But go be near a body of water. Be safe, of course. And just sit, maybe meditate, or just be quiet, be in the stillness. Talk to your ancestors, pray, or just be quiet and listen and see what downloads and what messages come to you. Maybe sit in a bath. If you don't have access to bodies of water, sit in the bath. Or maybe even just take a long shower. And when you're in the shower, move slow and intentionally. Okay. And just visualize that you're cleansing off and away years of tension and trauma and stress and things that just do not serve you anymore. And imagine it going down the drain when you shower. If you don't have access to getting to larger bodies of water, you can still do that type of magic and that type of ritual with water. Even speaking over your water, I would speak over your water because you have a lot of cups and you have the speak up card. And I just feel like, and this alchemy card here, this temperance card, speak over your water before you drink it. Speak over your bath water before you climb into it. When you have the shower running, speak over the shower water that's streaming out. In the evenings, some of you, I don't know if you're not a tea drinker, then fine, it's not something you have to do. But if you do enjoy tea, herbal tea, that might be a nice nightly routine for you, or very early morning routine for you to help soothe your nervous system and get you into a relaxed and calm space for the day, or to be able to rest peacefully at night. Yeah, I think that's all I'm getting. Group 3, another thing you can do to pour into or to fill your own cup, maybe get more veg, more veggies. You see there, that whole boat in the river is filled with provisions. Maybe fruits and vegetables that contain a lot of water, maybe. And maybe drink more water. Okay, I think that is all I'm getting for you, Group 3. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this reading, if you received anything from this reading of benefit at all, please give me a thumbs up. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am a new channel. And I did just post a couple other readings last week, so you can check those out. Let me see if I can tell you which videos I posted, because I only have a handful of readings that I posted so far on the channel. I just posted a video, what divine feminine power are you being called to embody? I posted another one that was what would enhance your physical beauty and attraction at this time. And then the last video that I posted was what can you expect if you lock in? Okay, so you can head over to the channel and check those out if you like, and I will see you in another reading. Thank you so much, Group 3. Take care.